Have you ever wanted to talk about your faith but worried about sounding pushy, awkward, or unprepared? Many people care deeply about others, yet hesitate when the moment to speak comes. The good news is evangelism doesn't require perfect words, just genuine connection and clarity. Welcome to HowExpert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Evangelism, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. Today's topic is all about evangelism, and here are the How Expert Top 10 tips to help you share your faith naturally and effectively. Tip number 1. Focus on relationships first. People rarely care what you believe until they know you genuinely care about them. Start by building trust through everyday conversations about life, work, family, and interests. When someone feels respected and heard, spiritual topics feel less threatening and more meaningful. For example, instead of jumping straight into beliefs, invite a coworker for coffee and simply listen to their story. Real relationships open doors that arguments never can. Tip number 2. Listen more than you speak. Effective evangelism is not a speech. It's a dialogue. Ask thoughtful questions about what someone believes and why, then listen without interrupting. This shows respect and helps you understand how to respond in a personal way. If someone shares doubts about religion, acknowledge their concerns before offering your perspective. People remember how you made them feel long after they forget your exact words. Tip number 3, share your personal story. Your testimony is powerful because it is uniquely yours and cannot be debated as theory. Explain what your life was like before, what changed, and what difference your faith makes daily. Keep it simple and relatable rather than overly dramatic or complicated. For instance, talk about how your faith helps you handle stress, forgiveness, or purpose. Authentic experiences connect more deeply than memorized explanations. Tip number 4. Use clear and simple language. Avoid religious jargon that outsiders may not understand. Words like redemption or sanctification may be meaningful to you but confusing to someone unfamiliar. Instead, explain ideas in everyday terms, such as forgiveness, hope, or new beginnings. Imagine explaining faith to a curious friend, not giving a lecture. Clarity removes barriers and keeps conversations natural. Tip number 5. Ask thoughtful spiritual questions. Questions invite reflection and keep conversations balanced. Try asking, do you ever think about purpose? Or, what gives you hope during difficult times? These open doors without pressure. When people answer, they often reveal deeper beliefs and concerns that guide the conversation naturally. Curiosity creates engagement far better than persuasion alone. Tip number 6. Be patient and avoid pressure. Spiritual decisions rarely happen instantly, and pushing too hard can close hearts. Your role is to share faithfully, not force outcomes. After a meaningful discussion, allow space for processing rather than demanding agreement. For example, end with, I'm always happy to talk more if you want. Patience communicates confidence and respect. Tip number 7. Connect faith to everyday life. Help others see that faith is not just about rituals, but real life transformation. Explain how it shapes your decisions, relationships, and reactions to hardship. Share practical examples like responding with forgiveness instead of resentment or finding peace during uncertainty. This shows belief as lived experience rather than abstract theory. Tangible impact makes faith relatable. Tip number 8. Be prepared but flexible. It helps to know key ideas you want to communicate, yet conversations rarely follow scripts. Learn a simple outline so you stay focused but remain attentive to the person's needs. If someone asks about suffering instead of salvation, address that first. Preparation gives confidence, while flexibility keeps the interaction personal. Adaptability builds credibility. Tip number 9. Demonstrate kindness consistently. Your daily behavior often speaks louder than your explanations. Integrity, humility, and compassion reinforce your message long before spiritual topics arise. For instance, helping a neighbor, encouraging a coworker, or forgiving quickly builds curiosity about your motivation. People are more open to hearing beliefs that they already see lived out. Actions prepare hearts for words. Tip 9 Invite, don't argue. The goal is not to win debates, but to extend an invitation to consider truth. If disagreement arises, remain calm and respectful rather than defensive. You can say, I understand your perspective, and here's why this matters to me. A peaceful tone keeps conversations constructive and leaves the relationship intact. Gentle invitations last longer than heated victories. When you combine genuine relationships, clear communication, patience, and consistent character, sharing your faith becomes a natural part of everyday life instead of a stressful task. These 10 approaches help conversations feel meaningful rather than forced. Start with one person and one honest conversation today. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Evangelism, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.